Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to the blindness of eternity. When last we left off, we were delving into the dungeon beneath our town and our stronghold, and we had just beaten up some ogres. And at the very end, we got the crap kicked out of us by other ogres who surprised us by attacking us 3 at a time instead of 1 at a time, like we prefer.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. We now need to figure out how to pull these guys effectively, which is going to mean pulling further back than we pulled last time, most likely. So let's pop in here. So there's the root. There's not the root, the snare. Okay, I think that this guy's gonna come on his own for now. I'm just gonna keep him coming. Okay, so let's get everybody out of here. Make sure that he's the only one in melee. Okay. And let's try to knock him down with the pup. Nice. Good job, pup. Now let's have Eldrea do it. Okay, pup missed on his second one, but that's okay. Eldrea's got him covered. And there we go, chunked.
Sure.
How much damage is the gunny doing? 11. Not great, especially for a crit, but it is okay. So this next druid we're definitely going to want to use a knockdown spell for. We've taken a lot of damage here that we really would prefer not to. Fortunately, these two are seemingly unable to make up their minds. Okay, so this guy's already used his nuke. No. You know what? I'm just gonna fight him here. So I'm gonna send in Eldrea, I'm gonna send in the pup, and I'm gonna send in her. I'm gonna leave the others out of this for now. Okay, so she just knocked him over. Pup, get in there.
Point the way. Right.
Good job, pup. So let's have the pup go in again.
Following your lead.
And do a few worms here. So the blizzard did a decent bit of damage, and then he knocks everybody down. But it's okay because he's toast, everybody's alive, and we're in good shape. So let's loot him. And I believe that there's only the one ogre left now. I think this is the only ogre left in the whole place, which is great. And we can head up to the
My eyes are
the
peeled.
next area after we kill this guy and then some oozes. Oh, looks like there's something here. What are you? Training grounds construction complete. What is this? It's a blank thing. Okay. So we've finished the construction of the training grounds. And now we need to figure out where we're going to complete next. I kind of like this idea. It generates one every turn, which could be useful. So let's do that. That'll be worthwhile for me because I'm not going to be obtaining those any other way, probably. So let's just pop him here, and we can just send everybody in. So, you...
Point the way.
So he's wounded. I'll let Mogren's fire bless this one. So I'm a little concerned about that thing. I'm not sure if this is just like a bug or if this is an actual beastie.
After him.
Doesn't look like it's an actual beastie. Shh. Looks like the game is just confused. So, we've cleared out this room. You can look at this. Massive bones have been picked clean and several cracked excesses. The marrow within all bear the marks of teeth. Okay. I'm going to have the pup go in and pull. There are quite a few of these, and I'd like to split them up as best as I can. They do have ranged attacks, so... Alright, let's pop him over here. It shouldn't be too difficult to blow these apart, so... So people actually get into melee. So we're just going to pull back a little. And we are going to summon some worms. Okay, so we're going to put the pup back here and send Eldrea in. This one's prone.
Point the way. I'm here.
There we go. So, these things are attacking the worms. Gonna pop our defenses. There we go. So I've destroyed 3 of them. Where'd the other one go? Why is his endurance only... Didn't he have more endurance before? Ah. Okay. So we should be able to just pull some of these.
No problem.
Whoa. Okay, need to get him out of here. I'm just gonna send my people in. Okay, and we're gonna pop over here. Let's try and knock him over again. There we go. More ooze down. Ooh, lockpicks.
Eh?
Save this. And we should be running low on enemies now.
Time to see and not be seen.
Looks like there's only the one. I'm gonna pop in here and look for traps. Looks like there's two, in fact. Okay, I'm gonna pop my defense thing. Oh, he's critically fatigued already. That was fast. I wish I knew a way to deal with that. Because this dog is actually really... What are you doing? The dog is really good, so I wish that I had a way to make him more useful in a protracted way that I like to engage things. Because we're having very long fights, and, you know, just fighting enemy after enemy after enemy. And when you're fighting that way, your characters tend to get exhausted, which is why everyone needs to have such high athletics. But the athletics still doesn't seem to benefit the thinger at all. It's an oldie dear horror story about a haunted dinner party. Some random potion. Save this.
Eh?
So it looks like we have a troll here. Looks like we have several trolls here. I'm gonna go out this way first, because there's a patrol here that I'd like to deal with first.
Hey.
Ooh, there's a new type of slime. Swamp slime. I'm gonna pop this. Pop Aldre over here. Oh boy. This could be dangerous. Let's get him back.
On your word.
Oh, Beetles as well.
Point the way.
I don't know why Beetles are communal with ooze, but okay. I guess it makes sense if they're both carnivorous. So this has a very high will. Let's get this up. Let's get a bless up. We need to start using some of our spells. He is very confused. He was standing here. I told him to cast bless, so he charged over here and then didn't cast anything. And let's see. This is badly injured. Gonna see if I can knock both of these prone. Okay, so that's easy enough.
Hmm?
Why aren't you moving?
Of course.
Oh, he's stuck. Okay, so this thing's gonna be dead by the time that it gets up, just from the worms. I was wrong. But it was a close thing, so we're fine. And there we go. Black Ooze is dead. We didn't really take too much damage there. Took a little bit of damage on the girl whose name I should remember, but do not. Ooh, that's a lot of money, actually. 263 coppers. Pretty impressive. Wait, what just happened? I'm loading. It said a sign there, so I was like, what is this? And I think what it actually meant was return. Recall. Yeah, so it said a sign. I don't know why it said a sign. Either that or I'm just a crazy person. But I think it said a sign. But what it really meant was recall, which basically just seems to cancel the mission entirely. Which is not what we like, so...
I'll take a look.
Good to know. Let's see... I like the music in here. That is a lot of Beetles. Let's just keep moving. The hope here is that we'll be able to... And it looks like we're just going to be able to single pull. I was just hoping to be able to reduce it down to 2 or 3. Looks like we've managed to do substantially better than that.
No problem. Ready, Watcher. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and knock you over. Aldrea killed Stone Beetle. Okay, good deal. Now the other thing that I can do, I don't know. Let's see. She has 65 accuracy right now, which is really quite a lot. I am going to check what is her accuracy if I do this. 53. So that's minus 12 accuracy, which is a pretty substantial decrease in accuracy, especially when you consider that the secondary is such a weak weapon. So what I'd like to do is, can I enchant this? Because I could get a beast slaying enchantment on this. Along with shocking lash. I really need to get a Pilgrim's Crown because I could just make these things up the wazoo if I had Pilgrim's Crowns, but I don't have any of that. And I don't remember where to get it. So I'm gonna put Beast Slaying on this. I'm gonna put Shocking Lash. And for now, I am in fact going to put... well, I want to check something. Can I put Accurate 1? No. So I don't want to put on Accurate 1 on the other one, because if I do, then I won't be able to enchant it with Fine. So let's go with this for now. And I'm going to just try it out. We're going to try out the dual wield and see how it works. It might work really well for us, it might work not so great for us. That is a really cool looking axe though. That shocking enchantment looks great. Nope.
Got it.
So this one sort of, not quite, but basically teleported to us, which means that it should be... So let's see, this is a hit with a -3. My accuracy is 53. So...
Point the way. Right.
That's pretty big deal. That accuracy drop is very substantial. Especially against something like this that has so much damage reduction. So, oh right, I didn't use this. Okay, so that changes everything. At that point we're looking at a plus 17 to hit. Plus 17 to hit means that we're actually above the, what's the word? The first hit cap that prevents us from ever missing. So this is probably worthwhile for now. Later on I might decide to swap it out. It just depends on the enemy that you're fighting. So fortunately that thing actually did manage to hit me with that spit twice in a row. Okay, I think this is going to be solo.
Hmm?
Okay, so... Oh yeah, for enemies like this wood beetle, definitely better off with the dual wield. Because plus 37 to hit once it's got knocked down and flanked. It's quite a bit. I should actually be pulling with the wolf, because the wolf isn't going to be killed. And it's only temporary damage, as long as the wolf is taking it. nobody's run away yet, so let's... This Adra Beetle is potentially very dangerous. Unfortunately, this Adra Beetle is now... Okay. We should be fine. And we don't want it to run away again, because we don't want it to be able to do that again. Unfortunately, we might not be able to prevent it. I don't think it can do that move again, because I think it has to actually get away from me completely before it recoups its abilities. But I could be wrong. So this thing has a boatload of damage reduction. Let's take a look at our hit chance. So we have a -2 to hit, even with the accuracy increaser. That's pretty crappy, so let's try and get this off on him. And we succeeded. This thing's using an electric attack on Altrea. I'm just going to pull him back.
Hmm?
There we go. And she missed. Okay, this thing's knocked prone, but only for like a second or so.
What?
And I need to do some serious work on this guy. Let's try and knock this guy prone. Oh.
No problem. Eh?
Hey,
This is
on your word.
not healthy looking.
Yeah.
So much for our mighty husband.
Okay, so that was scary. Apparently when the Adra Beetles are killed, they sort of explode. Oh, Jesus. So now we have a troll.
Hey,
I'm gonna try to have him tank.
what? On your word.
So this guy's really desperate to go after my squishies. Okay, so he's now going after the dog, it looks like. Where the hell are you going? That was a failure. He is hitting him. He's prone, but not for very long. Gonna get Worm here.
What?
And we're going to try to knock him over again.
Roll up 10. I've been poisoned.
Okay, there we go. Whew.
No problem.
So that was an unexpected twist, having that troll show up at the very end. But the good side, that does mean that we've killed off one of the patrols. So there's troll patrols over here, and one of them is now dead. Now we can loot this. Just a beetle shell, nothing interesting.
Time to see and not be seen.
Stealth our way over here. We have 2 more of these beetles before we continue on. And I'm debating how I want to handle them. I think I'm gonna pull with Itamak. And I think that he should be able to tank one of them. Okay, so this thing's burrowing. Okay, so we should be able to get... So, prone. I like prone. Oh shit. I should not have sent her in there. I'm dumb. Okay, this thing's prone. I'm getting her the hell out of there. And we're gonna summon a bunch of worms. There we go. So, we're 75% of the way done with the stone beetles. Yeah, the stone beetles have a minus 26 to hit Adair. Just baseline. So that would mean a minus 46% to hit him when he's got his defense up. And this is just a normal wood beetle, right? Yeah. So this beetle should come alone. I should be able to just easily knock it over and deal with it. Okay, so it's flanked now. Gonna get not her, but a bear in here. So let's take a look here. Yeah, defense of 28. Very small. So these wood beetles are definitely susceptible to dual wield. Continue on. The important thing to remember is that a crit doesn't actually do 50% increased damage. It can do up to 3.5 times as much damage as a normal attack, just depending on the amount of damage reduction that the enemy has. So the enemies that have, 15 damage reduction, just these crazy high numbers of DR, crits are extremely good against them. They make all the difference in the world. So it looks like we have another pack over here. Okay, so we should be able to get this one alone. And
yeah. Yeah.
so this thing's prone for 5 seconds. Let's try to get it prone again. Prone again. Can I get it? No, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't get it surrounded. But I can get it dead. That's certainly something I can do. Worm has left the party. So we gained 195 experience from that. Not too shabby. And we can go pull with the pup again. Whoa, hello. Oh, there's another Audra beetle. I don't think that we're going to be able to take this group, because an Audra beetle is going to be able to solo kill us. I don't have anybody that can tank the Audra beetle. Wow, that is a critical prone effect. And we're gonna pop her back. Oh, this one has a... Oh, it's a greater black ooze. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so that's one knockdown successful.
Yes?
Let's get some worms in here.
Go attack!
See if we can knock down. No, we failed on the knockdown. Whew, okay, so unfortunately the pup went down, but that's okay. He's back up again because we ended the fight. Gonna save the game. Ooh, what is this? Resolution. Ooh. This is extremely good. It has been alleged that the Saber resolution can be traced back to the ancient line of warriors predating the formation of the Aedir Empire, though the legitimacy of the claim has always been in dispute. What is known is that the Saber has been passed down through generations of Yenwood Earls, having accompanied them across the sea in the colonization of Deerwood. The Saber is held as a symbol of their noble lineage, and most formal portraits of the family include a blade in some respect. It was the youngest of the line who endeavored to repair the weapon so that it might serve more than its ornamental purpose. The blade was reforged into a weapon that struck hard and true, and the young Earl wielded it during his efforts to reclaim the keep of Caed Noir, traditional stronghold of the Earl of Yenwood. Both sword and bearer were lost, never to be seen again. Several missions were undertaken to retrieve the weapon when the War of Defiance arose, but none met with any success. So the nice thing about this is sabers are his specialization. Now, there's two really good things about this. One, it's reliable. 20% of grazes are converted to hits. That's very good for him because he has crappy accuracy. His accuracy is terrible, which means that he's going to get a lot of grazes relative to the number of hits. Annihilation is reasonably good. The problem is he's never getting a crit. That's just not going to happen. He's not going to be doing any crits. So this is very useful. Now, the problem is that I don't know that he has a good setup to use it with. I guess he could use it with this setup here. And that gives him 70 accuracy. That's kind of impressive. He would have 50 accuracy with this weapon equipped, which is not terrible, but not amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him this again. That'll give him 95 defense, which again, for him, we just want all-out defense for the most part. But now on his offhand, he will be able to use this. Now, he will have a pretty good chance of getting this Annihilation to proc, which is good. And I don't think he'll have enough accuracy to cause a problem with the other stuff. So we'll go with this for now. We'll see how it goes. And let's see. Itumak is gonna pull. But that's really cool. We found a weapon that was lost to time. It's a very good one too. It's a very effective weapon. It's kind of cool that the Beetles have their own little form of a quasi-teleport. Oh shit. I think this guy's far enough away now that we should be able to just pull him and deal with him.
Eh?
So let's knock him down if possible.
Me too.
There we go. So he's knocked down for 5 seconds. Gonna pop over here. So now he's got increased accuracy. Let's see if we can knock this thing over. Looks like a no. Oh, the pup's down. That's not good. So we're gonna pop defense on her. And try to whittle this thing down.
All right then.
Let's pop this and try to knock this thing over. There we go. She crits it for 21 points of damage, and it is toast. Yeah, only a plus 13 to hit, but still not too bad. So that's one more down. We still have to deal with an Audra Beetle, which I have my doubts that we're going to be able to kill the Audra Beetle. Just full disclosure, the Audra Beetle is probably going to be too strong to kill. But we can take out all of these oozes and things that will... They'll be able to do a little bit of chip damage to us, but nothing too meaningful. And it's best to be able to take out this kind of stuff now before we rest, so that we don't waste HP on our, you know, fresh start, so to speak. As for him, have him charge in and try to knock this thing over. There we go. I'd really like to start upgrading her stuff. Not her. No. Don't want to take any permanent damage. Temporary damage is where it's at. So here's an Audra Beetle. It's going to be casting its electricity thing. It takes a very long time to cast. Okay, so we're going to wait for this to cast its... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pull these guys forward. I'm basically looking to kite this thing around until it casts that ability on the pup. Because it does not follow the pup when it uses... It's casting an AoE, so all you have to do is get out of the AoE. There we go. So we are set. We can now... Whoa, nice hit, pup. That, you just hit that thing for 19 points of damage. This thing only has a little bit of damage reduction versus piercing, it looks like. Okay, so we're going to cast Searing Seal, because of course we are. We're going to try to save the pup. It's blinded, and it's attacking Aldrea. And we did not save the pup, which is unfortunate. Wow, 36 points of damage. So let's pop this. I can't have him charge in at all, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have him pop over there and be defensive on her. I'm going to cast this. Nice. 25 points of damage. 40 seconds for Devotion of the Faithful. That's pretty impressive. So,
On your word.
now... What does this do? 20% of hits converted to crits. Not too bad. Let's see. Okay, so this gives a huge deflection bonus. Let's take a look at what her deflection is now. So she's only up to 71 deflection, but that's still pretty good. I am going to use Combusting Wounds on this guy, and then follow it up with Continuing to Attack. I'm going to cast a Blessing.
On your word.
We're going to have him attack. Never mind, we're going to have him summon a worm. Or 3, then attack. So now the thing is already burned. Oh, Jesus! Adair, get out! You get out! Everybody, no, you get out! That was close. Okay. This thing is attacking her, I believe. Unfortunately, I don't think that I'm going to take 71 points of damage when it dies. That doesn't seem likely, so I'm not going to take the risk and pull her out. Oh, it looks like it didn't... Okay. Whew. I was thinking that that thing had caused an electrical storm when it died. It looks like it just casts it again when it's low on hit points. So, the first time that I got hit by that right before it died. So,
Following your lead.
that was good. We actually got kind of lucky there because I noticed at the last second that I needed to get those guys out. But that worked reasonably well. We used a lot of spells for that, but we didn't use a lot of HP resources, which is good, because we frankly don't have any to spend on this. Ow. That was very nice.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just kill this before it... Oh crap. That's a problem. So this thing is not prone anymore. I might have screwed myself there. Okay, I'm gonna pull her out. She's at serious risk of insta-gib here. I'm gonna have him do this. Oh, maybe I should have put on her defenses then.
Yes.
Okay, so this was a sloppy and poor engagement overall. There we go. Sloppy engagement, but we did kill 2 more of them. And let's get Itumak back over here. That looks like a staircase. It probably doesn't lead up to the top level, but it's okay, it doesn't need to. It leads somewhere. So this guy's prone.
I have them.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Okay, so now let's
Time to see and not be seen.
stealth around. Whoa, hello. Not paying enough attention. Bad things happen when you don't pay attention. I was thinking that we'd cleared this, but we very clearly have not. This is a normal stone beetle.
On your word.
I'm gonna conjure these.
Roll up. Ted.
Hmm?
He is attacking her, so we're gonna pop him closer. Try and knock him down. I'm gonna fail to knock him down, which is very bad for me. I really needed him knocked down. And whew. Good. So the worms finished that beetle off, but we now don't have any hit point resources to play with. We are pretty much done. I'd like to sneak up here and figure out whether this is an exit that we can go through, because if it's an exit that we can leave through, then honestly it's worth it for me to just try and
Laying low.
get up there. This is not an exit. It's a head. Okay, so we're gonna load, because we're not gonna be able to get the dog out of there. And yeah, so since that's not... Hey, that's actually... This is the place that's right here. It's on the map, or it's on the load screen. Yeah, so since that's not an option, we're just gonna pop out here and take a nap. Let's see, we have 6 minutes left. Okay, so we got 2 Paradots. I need to check how that's pronounced. I've heard it pronounced Peridot, and I've heard it pronounced Peridot. And I don't know which it is. If either, it could be something else completely. So we're going to head back out and rest, which is going to work reasonably well for us. And I'm kind of tempted to go wandering around and looking for some of this fuzz that we need. But I don't think that I will. Okay, so +1 athletics and +1 constitution is, I think, what we're going to go with. That'll give people more ability to last for long times. You wake to see Durance's staff held in both his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep or the trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff, he seems to be studying its engravings as you watch the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of the staff, then branch out into intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles, circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then, suddenly, there is a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, A great flash, and you awaken again to see Durant's in the same place, still holding the staff, but he is solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you or reacted to what occurred. Interesting. Go talk to him. Your face is full of need. It looks to burst if you didn't speak. Gonna go number one.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Gonna go number two, I guess.
I suspect the answer.
Oops.
I suspect the answer.
Magrin on the other one. Okay, I'll go with number three.
Be more of a question if a god has any allies. Certainly not any friends. But yes, there were enemies. Were.
Aethys. But we sorted that out. Then Hylia and her queen's crown of feathers and birds. Perhaps she claims to see the world from her perch. I hope she saw what happened to Aethys, and if she dares walk upon the earth where such fire runs. Her temples are things of windows and twittering music. If a bird falls, know that it's a victory. Seeing another set of darting eyes from the feathered bitch die is a pleasure to me. Gonna go number one. Bear a lot of her rage. She and her clergy offer shelter to the Aethosians since her death, his humiliation. She's next for me. Interesting. Let's see. How about allies?
Some, shaped for hunt and war. Abidan the Golem. Galawain and his beasts. The latter keeps us honest and awake. The other makes the tools by which we punish those who are not.
Interesting. I've heard of the Golem before. Would it have been surprised if you hadn't? More gods than weeds in a field, and those are only the ones in this lifetime. They come and go, but are always here at the same time. Abaddon used to look human. Got killed, then built a new body for himself. Transformation with Magrin's help. Perhaps she needed her own blacksmith to tend the fires. If so, Abaddon deserves it. He's a weapon, a tool, not a god in my mind. Still, the people of Deerwood, the cities especially, hold him dear. So be it. Although if the reward for hard work and craftsmanship is a body like his, I'll keep my blood in my cock and hips to thrust it with. So Galawain. Monster Father the Great Hound, and as for monsters, this world has quite a bit, not just the ones on two legs. It's as if he's made monsters solely to hunt them, to remind men of their place. He's busy making more, I suspect. More monsters than sense, variation upon variation. I wonder if maybe this deity is the master below. Go number one. His aspects are a confusing bunch, and considering he respects reversals of fortune, especially in beasts, not so confusing. No reason why Magrin and he share a bed in my eyes. Even if he does believe in the trial, a filthy Orlan god in many ways, howling and mewling perhaps like they do. They can keep their beasts. I'll take fire and weapons any day. Interesting.
Eh?
So, he had the little talk icon on him, but he doesn't appear to actually have anything in particular to tell me. So we are going to head back down into the dungeon. We will hopefully be able to reach the next level, but we have 18 seconds remaining in this video, so I am just going to end it here for now. So thank you everyone for watching, and we will get back to the slaying next time.